So I want to talk to you a little bit about why books matter, because sometimes we think, well, I'm never going to be J.K. Rowling, or I'm never going to be, somebody big, Stephen Covey or something like that. And why do I want to write a book? Who wants to listen to what I have to say? Or I don't even know that I can write, or, all the things that we think. But I want to talk to you about why books matter. And just by sharing a couple stories with you about a couple books that really impacted my life. The first one was Freedom Shift. And the reason why Freedom Shift was important to me is I had been working about 2009. I started on the Light the World movement. The Light the World, How Your Brilliance Can Shift the Planet. I wrote a book on that in 2012. But before I wrote that book, it was like I had all of the pieces, but it wasn't coming into place until I read Freedom Shift. And in Freedom Shift, he talks about how the world is on the verge of a big shift toward either more force or more freedom. It's like we're standing in a crossroads. And this book is actually important, I believe, for any of you. Tammy told me a lot of you are leaders and speakers and things like that. And this is a significant thing for you to understand, is that the world is on this, like at a crossroads of where we can go to more freedom or toward more force. And really only about 3% of the population even are involved in which way it goes. And it's whoever's got the most people that are active and doing something that wins. And freedom is very big for me. You'll see that in some of the books I've written. But he brings out 3 things you need if you want a freedom shift. And the first is more entrepreneurs. And the second is more voracious readers and independent thinkers. And then the third is more tribal leaders. So people who are leading groups of people, educating groups of people, making an impact with groups of people. So when I read Freedom Shift, it's like it clicked. Everything that I'd been doing in my life as a business person over the 20-something years I've been in business, I realized that's what I'm doing. Everything I'm doing is about fostering entrepreneurship, getting people to think, really think, and read and discover new ideas and concepts, and then go out and lead and be tribal leaders of other people. So this book was huge for me. It really impacted my business, my way of life, and the mission that I feel like I'm here to do. And that's the power that a book can have. A well-crafted book can really change lives. Whether it's one life or millions, it's just as important either way. The next book is a book called The Breakthrough Experience by Dr. John Demartini. Back in March of 2017, my second husband asked for a divorce the same time that my mother died. And there was just a bunch of grief and everything all at once. And I didn't really understand. My husband didn't tell me why he wanted out, just that he wanted out. And I was really confused. And somebody contacted me, just an acquaintance, and said, you got to read this book. So I read the book, and it completely shifted my perspective. It helped me release the grief, helped me understand that it was all a gift, and made me actually grateful for it all. And to be able to really see my mother's hand every day in my life. I see her all the time in my life. To me, she's not gone at all. And this book did that for me, and so many more things. That's the power of a book. And you could write something that could do that for somebody.